Hey there. Today I'd like to share with you a beautifully simple and wonderfully effective, powerful method of ridding a house or a building of negative influences or presences. There are many commonly known techniques for doing this, but most of them involve playing to your weaknesses rather than to your strengths. They're kind of like diving to hunt for a shark. You are going into an environment where your senses are less effective and it's not natural for you to be there, so you can't function with ease. This technique involves using the material to overcome the immaterial, and thus make sure that you're fighting on your grounds and creating influences you want. If it's diligently applied, it is a technique which very rarely fails. Studies have shown that an environment makes a very big difference on how people behave. So if you would like to decrease the crime rate in a city, all you need to do is make sure that it's very clean and start to make it as beautiful as possible. People who have studied this aren't exactly sure how much of this change in people's behaviour is due to them not wanting to damage an environment which is obviously cared for, or whether this change actually drives out the people who would be disruptive. Studies into business practice, however, clearly show that if you play the music which your customers would like to hear, it will attract them. Likewise, music is very effective at getting rid of people who would be negative to your business. Trials have shown, for example, that playing pleasant classical music outside shops means that only people who would enjoy such music remain there for long periods. As always, as above, so below. If you look into the different spiritual traditions throughout the world, you'll find specialists who work with presences and intelligences from different levels. Their art involves creating an environment to attract such a presence. So just like you would plant flowers in your garden to attract bees and butterflies, they will gather items which are conducive to the influence which they wish to attract. They will put the right colours in the environment, symbols that have resonance with that presence, stones, plants and other natural objects, scents which fill the air with the exact vibration, and words or music which bring the power and influence they wish to attract. Just like we would need to create a new environment for a pet in our house, if we were going to get a fish, we need to make sure that there's the right water, the right temperature, the right stones, the right plants, the right food. We need to make sure that our house has the exact vibration, the right energy for the influences we want to be present in it. To do this, you need to start by cleaning. Clean and remove everything that you wouldn't want in your house. Really take time to do this. Sometimes diligence can bring great rewards. You can even find that sometimes there are things you wouldn't really like there, hidden, perhaps below a floorboard or in a wall. Know that as you remove things on the physical, you will clear things on the spiritual. Once you have finished your cleaning process, it's time to make your house a talisman of beauty, of blessing, of happiness, and of healing. To do this, you need to remember all the keys that I mentioned before. The right colours, the right symbols, the right scents, objects or plants from nature which have resonance which matches what you're trying to bring into your life and into your house. One very good way to do this is to make each room a celebration of its purpose. Turn your living room into a place full of objects that people would love to see and talk about. Paint it the colour that you would associate with the joy of human interaction. Put items or pictures that match what you believe are the most interesting and enjoyable aspects of the lives of the people who live there. You can see that people do this to some degree naturally. They put pictures of people they love, of heroes, and of times they really enjoyed around their house. Amplify this. Make your bedroom a sanctuary of healing, of recovery, and of calm peace. Make sure the colours, the furnishings, and items there match. Work through each room, bringing its purpose forth and shining a light upon it. One other exciting method is to give each room a different theme, maybe a different culture that you find interesting, maybe a different interest. This can be extremely powerful. As you continue this process, you will find that the energy of the house changes. This may even require some change in your own energy. Remember that you are living in this house, so you too will be affected by this change. Now, negative influences, or influences which are not ready for this kind of vibration, will need to start to transform, to heal, or to leave. And this happens on all levels. You will find that sometimes people in your life may have to take some time away in order to change when you bring around such a positive shift in the energy of your home. Once you've started to establish the momentum behind this transformation, then be sure to avoid any counterproductive behaviour. Don't bring anything into the environment that would be counterproductive or out of line with what you're trying to do. If we don't want rats, we don't leave scraps for them. Because you are building on the material level, there is no way for this to be effectively countered or avoided by the influences you seek to rid yourself of. And gradually the environment will become so different to them then they will need to leave or change. Sometimes what is a beautiful light for some can be a burning fire for others. This technique is one that I've seen so effective that if applied diligently, I'm yet to see it fail. My name is Martin Faulks, and I hope that this video has been of use to anyone who wishes to change the energy within their house or within a building. Until next time, let's let every word, thought and action count.